First step, make sure your wife is gone so you have the whole house to yourself, so you can clean fish in your kitchen like a man. Okay, step one actually might be going and catching fish. So right there, he hammered it. Okay, a little bit bigger fish. Beautiful, beautiful fish too. Wow, he's big. Sometimes these bigger ones, I just run them up on shore. Oh yeah. This fish, guys, is just really beautiful. Look at the belly of that thing. Everybody has their side they prefer to start on. I like to start with the back towards me and work my way towards the tail. I always like to keep this running. We're gonna start right here behind the gill plate. Go straight down, all the way to the spine. And then I'm gonna turn it at an angle like this. Follow that spine all the way down. And that is what we get. Nice, wild rainbow trout from an unstocked river here in Idaho. Repeat. Our bones we got to get rid of is this rib cage, and then right here there's a Y bone that goes all the way down to right about there. We got to remove that while keeping the skin on. Skin's going to be important. So the best way I get this rib cage off, you can use a fillet knife like that, or you can't always get much meat, belly meat off of trout, but some of the bigger ones you can. Go back through and feel. Say I missed one rib right there. Those are the fun ones that get stuck in your throat and you're like, ha, ha. You know what I mean. All that's left here, I'm gonna trim up these fins in a second, but all we got left here is this rib cage, or is this Y bone. You'll feel it with your finger. And I know some guys will leave it in, but for a more pleasant eating experience, we're gonna take this guy out and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. It's pretty easy. Once you figure out where it's at, goes to about right here. The tail is usually boneless. So I'll feel that Y bone right here. You can actually even see it. I'll just kind of score it a little bit here. And then go back through and cut a little deeper. And that Y bone is going to angle towards the top of the fish. So towards the back here. And if you go straight down, you'll cut right through it. So if you angle a little bit, you'll follow along. Cut right down to the skin. I try to keep it really close, so occasionally you'll cut through one. You can clean that up at the end, but okay, so all the way down to the skin. You can see the skin down there. And then we're just going to repeat on the other side. As close as we can so that you don't waste as little meat as possible. And if you one of those guys that says you're wasting so much meat, well then you can just keep this section and everybody else can have a boneless fillet and you can pick out the bones. And then I cut underneath it, so this last cut I go all the way to the skin and I cut under like that. You start to peel it up like that. Pretty simple. And it just peels right out. You can choose to keep that. That's almost all bones. Feel along the side here. Make sure you didn't get any, make sure you leave any bones in there. Okay, so here is our boneless rainbow trout. Skin on. There you have it. That's how to do it boneless. I was just watching some videos on YouTube just to see if anybody else is doing filleting like this, and most guys fillet them without taking that Y bone out. And two theories on that. One is that they just don't care. Two, they're not married or have children that the bones could be an issue for. So he is fine, but I like to have a boneless option. If you want to, like I said, keep the bones, keep that little chunk of meat with the bones in it. Hey, it's your fish. So, but here we have completely boneless, everything in here. Put some water on it, put it in the fridge, go to work, come back, see you soon. Major thing to do, take out the garbage or your wife is gonna be super mad.